Morning video today. It's nice weather out here in Florida. Back at Maximo Park. It's a beautiful morning. So I'll come back and do some more. Good morning. So today we're going to talk about business credit 101. What is business credit? Business credit is credit that you use under your EIN number, not your social security number. What's the benefit of using business credit? Well, first of all, there's no liability on you as the individual. All the liability is on the LLC or the S Corp. And it's a good way to leverage your risk. It's unlimited business credit that you can set up too. Personal credit does have a little limitations on there. It's actually good to have good personal credit. It helps your business credit. It's not mandatory. It's take a little bit longer to build the business credit if you don't have good personal credit. But I recommend everybody build their personal credit as well. If you got things you got to deal with, there's so many resources out there now that are free that can help you. So take advantage of those resources to fix your personal credit up. Credit scores. Personal credit scores range from 350 to about 850. 680 and up is typically a good personal credit score. That's what a lot of the banks look at. On the business credit side, there's 3 different business credit bureaus: Experian Business, Equifax Business, and the biggest one is Dun & Bradstreet, DNB. So when you're establishing credit, business credit, make sure that the vendors you work with report to one of those 3 vendors. Make sure the vendors report to one of the 3 credit bureaus: Equifax Business, Experian Business, Dun & Bradstreet. Now, the key about building business credit is setting up the foundation the right way from the beginning. First thing you need to do is come up with a name, business name. A name that's going to be consistent across all different platforms. Now, depending on the type of business you have, you may want the name to signify what the business does or not. That's a personal decision. But you have to have a name. Next thing you got to do is incorporate that name, whatever state that you're doing business in. So I'm in New Jersey and Florida, so I have businesses in New Jersey and Florida because that's where I do most of my business. Even though some of my businesses are national, they are headquartered in those 2 states. So whatever state that you're doing business in, that's where you want to incorporate. Now, the type of incorporation you want to set up: an LLC is good, S Corp is good, C Corp is good. You talk to an attorney to figure out what's best for you. We use LLCs to start with, and then we transfer them to S Corps. What else? Once you have that name and you have the Secretary of the State incorporation documents for your entity, you need an address. Okay, now the big thing about the address is, can you use your home address? Short answer is yes. Now, when you get the larger lines of credit, probably not, but a home-based business is okay. P.O. Box, no, I would stay away from a P.O. Box. And I would really try to find a separate business address for your business, even if you're working out of home. They have a lot of virtual offices, shared office space. That's not that expensive. But you definitely want to work on getting a separate office from your home. But you can start out with setting it up from your home. Next thing is phone number. You need a separate business phone number. This number cannot be your home number, cell phone number, or any other personal number. The number should be a separate business line. Several companies that do that. I use Freedom Voice. You have Grasshopper, Ring Central. A lot of companies out there to do it. You pay $10 a month, $15 a month. So you have your business phone number. Some of them actually can ring to your personal cell phone number until you get set up with the office. Very important that you get that phone number, that business phone number, and you also might as well get a business fax line. They have ones that are very inexpensive, toll-free numbers that are out there. Next thing you want to do, once you have all these steps taken care of, you pretty much laying your foundation. You want to get listed with the 411 directory. Now you can do it yourself, go through another service, but you want to make sure that your business is listed and registered with 411 directory. Now, the key thing to this is, like I said earlier, the names and addresses have to match on every database that your business is on. So your IRS filing paperwork needs to be the same spelled out name that you have on your phone records, on your lease. Any type of contract that you do with a vendor, you want to use the same name, exact spelling, and be consistent. So when the creditors pull up your information, it's the same name, because that's what they base it off of. Your names have to match and be consistent. So when you're filing that 411 directory, just make sure that you have the right name that you had on your IRS documents. Once you have those things set up, that's pretty much your foundation. Now you can start setting up the profiles on each of the 3 business credit bureaus. And that's what we'll go over next video. Right now, I wanted to give you guys a base foundational outlook on what business credit was, how to establish it, really setting up your foundation. Next, we'll go into setting up the business profiles on each of the 3 business credit bureaus so you can get closer to getting your finance for your business. What else? You know, the key to all of this is separate yourself from the business so you're not liable for anything. How you doing? Good morning. And you can really take your business to the next level. You know, some people operate most of their personal life through their business for the purposes. You got to be careful with that. You definitely want to separate business from personal. But if you're self-employed and you have your own business, a lot of the stuff that you do is under the business. So, thought I'd do this video. I'm gonna shut it down now. See you guys on the other side. Peace.